time's the charm. So we're going to talk about the number 7 and its spiritual meaning. So 7 is sort of the number of spirituality. It's the number of the introvert. It's the number of knowledge. It's the number of the seeker of truth. So 7 in many religious mythologies, religious traditions, appears many times. So the disciples asked Jesus, how many times do I forgive my brother? I believe it was Peter. 70 times 7. So the 7-day creation. Muhammad travels through the 7 levels of heaven. 7 days in a week. Muslims, when they go on their pilgrimage to Mecca, circle the Kaaba 7 times. And Kaaba, numerologically, the English way you spell it, is 7. Psilocybin mushrooms, which give man a spiritual enlightened experience, comes from cow manure. Cows have 7 stomachs, so this repetition of 7 and a sort of spiritual nature is very common in society and culture, nature, etc., etc. But so 7 is a masculine number, so you can tell the shape, it's very straight edged. So things that are more rigid tend to be more masculine. You can take that for what you will. So it wants to understand those mysteries, this sort of spiritual nature, but it wants to understand it from the analytical side, the left brain. So one of the things the 7 has to come to grasp or come to terms with is that there are some things that can't be comprehended, or there are some things that one cannot comprehend but can only understand. And the other thing is with that, the 7 has to learn to have faith. And it's interesting because faith is an 8 word. So the next step after 7 is 8. So that's the thing, 7, especially if you're life past 7, 7s have to sort of come to realize at this point. In Western society, 7s often start off as atheists because the way society is structured, sort of certain mysteries are gate-kept from people, are sort of demonized and shunned and criticized as pseudoscience. But so when 7s get older and they have their own personal experiences, they might start to develop a spiritual sense. But the notion isn't necessarily what one's position is, but that one has a sort of visceral relationship with the notion of spirituality, where it's a rejection of it or it's an embracing of it. So that's pretty much 7. 7s are analytical. They do like music, and music, there is an analytical part to music that the 7s thrive off of. But that's the side of the 7 that often goes overlooked. So 7s will like academic fields. They're the nerds. They're the introverts. They're the sort of eccentrics in a lot of ways. 7s, specifically women who have 7 in dominant positions in their chart, might dress very plain but are clean up nice, so to speak. So the things for the 7s, they want to try not to look down on people too much because they have it's a highly intellectual number and can sort of intellectually outpace a lot of other folks. They have to try to balance themselves and not look down on people who might not have their same intellectual prowess. Be humble with the intelligence that the universe has blessed you with. That's probably the biggest thing for the 7. But in that, enjoy searching the mysteries of life and always look for your own answers. Peace, much love, keep searching for truth.